hear the children from the school not far away. So, playing, it's playtime. This is my playtime. Remembering to play, you know, like the squirrels. It's, we're told it's child's play, but we've all still got that child within us, and that child needs to be looked after and needs to be allowed to do the things that she loves for her to be happy, truly happy. And so going back to the moon and the dark, like some of those layers earlier for me have been things like reconnecting with my inner child who has been really mad at me, really angry, and that anger has been inside of me, and it's been a struggle and a fight, like a war going on inside, because you know she's like gone into her room and slammed the door and is upset because she's not been able to do the things she's wanted to do in the world, you know. And so like rediscovering, reconnecting, and asking for forgiveness and forgiving, and becoming friends with that part of me. Does any of that resonate with you? Let me know. So that's why, like, I play the flute, I do all sorts of things. I play a lot. I create and I play, and that's what I'm here to do. What are you here to do? So, oh, little bird up in the tree above my head right then. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to pull a card. Spirit. Ooh. It flew up. Patience. Patience isn't something that came easily to me. It did with others, but with myself, I was hard on myself. And I always had so many ideas, and I want to be part of everything, and I love life, and there's never enough hours in the day, and I could never bring all my ideas into being, and it didn't actually dawn on me that I could choose, and I could put some things aside and, you know, like get more focused and connect with what I truly want to bring in, and the other things will come in their right time. And through being ill and not being able to do the things I wanted to do, allowed me to appreciate the things that I truly wanted to do, and made me aware of those things. Like, it truly like got louder, like the things that I was missing doing, and the things that I wasn't missing, the things that it was nice not to be doing, and also having to find ways of dealing with the boredom, because there was a lot of boredom, not being able to, I couldn't watch television, I couldn't listen to music, I couldn't draw like with the way I used to draw, which was like with engaging my head, and I couldn't have a conversation with someone more than a few seconds at a time, and I couldn't engage with my the outside world, and I just had no choice but to go in, and I could shut my eyes and reconnect with my dreams, my imagination. Eventually, I mean, first there was so much brain chatter, and all the worries and all the anxieties of what was going on with me, and everything just like the impatience, and just what's going on, and not accepting where I was, and so many things. And so the whole of that journey is probably going to go any second, but the whole of that journey has taught me patience, but patience with myself, and that what is for me will come to me in the right timing, and so that I can stop pushing, and I can just be and accept where I am, accept this moment, be in this present moment, and enjoy it for all that it is, and live that fullness of life from here. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's taken me a long time to get to that point, but it's possible. And if being ill is what brought me to this point where I can truly be myself and feel free and enjoy my life, then it's worth it. So I think there are messages in that for you. Golden. Colour there is like golden, and it's like patience is golden. It's where when we get quiet, it's when we're able to receive. If we're busy all the time, we're only giving and we're never receiving, and that's imbalance. And through learning patience and being still, it's where we open ourselves up to new ways, new possibilities, and we are able to receive. And I have received so much in my life. My life is plentiful, abundant, and beautiful because I have had to learn patience, and it's a beautiful thing. So let's see if there's another card. It might just run out any second, but I'm just going to do another. I just don't want to lose the recordings, and that's happened to me before. And I could go and get my power bank, but I'm just in the middle of the flow, so I will use what I have. And it's a blackbird that keeps on going past in the garden, and I think maybe that might be connected with a message for someone. Maybe look up the meaning of blackbirds. Okay, truth. I'm speaking my truth. Are you? What is your truth? Do you know? I used to write down every single day, who am I? And then just write whatever came out my head. Maybe that's something that you're doing, or you're feeling pushed to do, or inspired to do. And it's through that answers started coming to me about my life, who I am, what I want, and being able to get to that point where I can live my truth wholly, because I had many truths, I had many parts of me, but they were compartmentalized, you know, like I would do this there, and I'd be this way there, and I'd do this here and be that way there, and they both were genuinely parts of me, but very different parts of me. And so it's that integration of the different parts of me, and loving all parts of myself and accepting all parts of myself in the whole. And as I do that and put them together, it's allowed me to show up more authentically. And it's, you know, been a process. I've had to sort of be different than I maybe have been with certain people to bring in, you know, I've had to experiment, you know, the teenagey bit and the child bit, and, you know, just having room to be and try out and say to the people around me that love me that I might be a bit different or a bit weird. I'm trying out a few things, and I'm needing to do it for my healing and for where I'm at, and that's what I'm needing to do. And so I hope that you're okay with that, because I need to do it, and that's that. And like that's the self-love that I was having to do, because for me, I have to show up authentically as me in my relationships and in my life, and I was trying to do that as gently as I could with the people around me, but as honestly as I could for me. And it's a process. Some people just step out of their life and start a new one, leave everyone behind. I didn't do that. I stayed in my life, stayed in my house. The house that I'm living in is still the same house that I was in when I got ill. My family, stayed with my family, and worked through everything. And it's now brought us all to a place where we are stronger, we're probably all more authentically ourselves, and appreciate life so much more and understand what is important in our lives. And I know that the people that are around me now that are still with me after everything I've done and all the craziness that I've shared that I was not doing before, that they're genuine and they love me too. And the ones that can't deal with that, then they're not the right ones for you, you know? So put yourself first. That seems to be the message today. Self-love, like fierce self-love, but with compassion and kindness for the people around you too. It's not easy for them seeing you change either. And that is what we're going through, a transformation. I have a story about this one, but my battery's not going to allow that just now. But this card here is my transformation. It's connected to me, to my ancestry. There's so many signs connected to this card, and the reason that I've been going through transformation now, well, I've been going through many since I got ill. I've gone through all of those layers, and that was what this moon is about this week. It's been about letting the last parts of the old energies go that I've been holding on to, and they've been connected to certain losses and grief, connected through the things that, it's like sometimes we get into this habit of feeling a particular way, and there can be like this undertone of how we feel, but it's not necessarily our truth, but it's just a pattern that's used to being there, you know. And even though most of it, I've like gone through most of that releasing grief and loss in my life, every now and again, you know, you go through this phase where you can, there's this undertone. If that makes sense to anybody, let me know. And so that's what the moon's been bringing out for me, is that undertone and where it's been coming from, and how maybe it's also allowed me to keep some of my comforts. It's an old energy that maybe I is so familiar that it makes me feel safe, and looking at that and what that means in my life now, and what do I want? Do I want to be able to do the things that I'm setting up for myself? Then I have to be able to understand that that's what it is, and choose a different way for my future, and not just for my satiation, my satisfaction right here and now, if that makes sense. So that is a message for someone. So yeah, we've got patience, truth, and transformation. And with that brings success. What does success mean to you? Let me know in the comments. My understanding and my idea and my embodiment of success has changed through my transformation, and me sitting in the garden being fully myself and fully feeling fully free to be myself and put that out there to you guys, that for me is success. Success for me is about building the deeper relationships with myself and those in my life close to me, and being an inspiration to other people to want to do the same thing, to be the change that you're wanting to see in your life. That's what I've been trying to do, and it's made a huge difference for me, and so I'm wanting to help others see that it's possible and that your life can be extraordinary in the ordinary. And I think that's the title of this reading, is finding the extraordinary in the ordinary, in the everyday, is where we truly live life, and it's what life is about. Unconditional joy and love for ourselves in our everyday, in our every moment, accepting who we are is what we're striving for, because that's where freedom and success lies. For me, that is the case. What is it for you? And what is it you're I don't like to use the word struggling, but if you're using the word struggling, first of all, give it a new word. What is it that's being brought to your awareness that you are working through at the moment for your own soul growth? Let me know in the comments, and I can see if I can find any way to inspire you. That's what I'm gonna stop with now. I just saw 10:10 on the clock, and I'm just gonna stop and say thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this video, please do like and share. Okay, love you. See you again soon. Bye.